How's everybody doing today? This is Robert from Breaking the Chain. Today we're going to talk about auto service and blockchain and how it can make servicing your car a little bit easier to keep records, and a lot of good stuff coming out with auto suppliers and also car manufacturers as well. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the video now.
How's everybody doing today? This is Robert from Breaking the Chain USA. And what we're going to talk about right now is about the automobile industry and blockchain. It was just at Advanced Auto Parts, actually. Excuse me. I doing some work to my car. I got some bad gas, and the service engine light actually came on. So I was wondering what happened, and actually it looks like the gas caused the oxygen sensor to kick off, and basically, I disconnected a negative on my battery to let it reset itself, along with some STP fuel injection cleaner. So I got an older truck, but a lot of the new technology will be using blockchain. For example, BMW, Volkswagen, German cars, they're headed that way. U.S. automobile manufacturers like GM, Ford, Chrysler, haven't really heard much about them. I'm sure eventually they're going to follow because of the benefits that blockchain has. For example, we'll take a look at BMW right here. This is from the BMW homepage. BMW is here in South Carolina. I'm in Myrtle Beach, and BMW, their home office, American home office, is in Spartanburg, Greenville area, which is in the Piedmont area of South Carolina, in between Charlotte and Atlanta. And they're actually using blockchain. This actually gives the benefits. If you go to their website, bmw.com/innovation blockchain, it goes into detail about the services that they have and what's going to be used in the technical foundation. So blockchain is very, very advanced. And I tell people all the time, it's more than cryptocurrency or Bitcoin or Ripple or VeChain or what have you. But I know BMW, they are working with VeChain to actually put all maintenance on a ledger. For example, you have an oil change, air filter replaced, spark plugs. All that's going to be verified. So you can't run the mileage back. You know, it's called Verify Car, a cure for the problem. It's an app that's being piloted right now. It's used to track and verify complete vehicle history and share data like mileage with third parties that can be used as a seller to verify. And I know VeChain is being used for that. They do have a partnership with VeChain, actually. That partnership, see if I can find that, because I know BMW actually is going to use that with VeChain. Here we go, BMW right here. This from last year. Now it says Verify Car. What we were just talking about, Verify Car, powered by VeChain. And BMW recently just updated their website. So VeChain can be big. The price, I do hope it goes up. I mean, I have a lot of VeChain. I mean a lot. I've been buying for the past 2 years, actually. It talks about innovation at BMW Group. You can read this at VeChain Insiders. This is a great website. Gives a lot of information. My YouTube channel, what I like to promote, I'm not going to give you hype. Like I know XRP and some of the other digital assets went up last week, like 10%, 5%. You know, everybody starts jumping up and down. Well, it's back down now. You know, I don't do that. I look at the long-term, real-world practicality. That's what I go on in fundamentals. And there are some good YouTubers that actually do that. A digital asset investor, I think he's good. He does that. A few more are really good too. But some people just overhype it. You know, you see these headlines, VeChain XRP hit 2,000% in the future. I mean, come on, nobody knows. I would be happy with moderate gains like the stock market, to be honest with you. I have enough where if it would get to $1 or $2 or $3, I know I would be set for life probably. I wouldn't know what to do. Number one, I'd probably faint. I mean, I have enough. I've been buying actually that threshold of a year for capital gains tax. Long-term capital gains tax happens after 365 days. If you sold before that, you have short-term capital gains tax. Short-term, normally 35%, 33%. Long-term capital gains tax, a lot of times 15 to 20%. And if you live in a state with no state taxes, you got it made. I mean, I'm not too far from Florida. I can get down there in probably about 4 to 5 hours, probably, to Jacksonville, to the state line. I wouldn't mind. Actually, I was just in Florida, and I think to myself, if the day comes, I know we're going to have another bull run. When that's going to be, who knows? But if it were to do like the last time and go way up, I wouldn't mind moving to Florida and actually selling what I have so I don't have to pay state taxes. I'm here in South Carolina. State taxes run about 7 to 8%. If you have a lot of money, say if you made like 5 million or 4 million hypothetically, let's just say you made that, that's 280, 200, 350,000 bucks. That's I mean, down south here, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, North Carolina, you can get a big house for 350,000 bucks. I'm right near the ocean too. I mean, land. I mean, in the South is cheap compared to a lot of places actually. So, it's something you might want to keep in mind. It's according to accountant I've spoken with, but I do advise everybody to do their own research on this to make sure it's legit wherever they're moving to. Everything complies. You do it the right way. But anyway, and yeah, now I know I was at Advanced Auto Parts. I like Advanced Auto Parts and AutoZone. I know I did a diagnostic to determine it was the oxygen sensor to my truck, which is what I thought it was. And I think you're going to see your auto parts stores and a lot of your suppliers for auto parts, they're going to get on blockchain too, and it will make sense for them to do that, to put everything on a ledger so it can be kept a record of, similar to what you would have, in a computer or flash drive or what have you. But this way, nobody can tamper with it. There's no third party involved. So this website right here, hackernoon.com, is a really good website. It actually goes into the future of the automobile industry, what it has with blockchain. It talks about Tesla. I think your German cars, like I said, European cars, they're going to be ahead of the game, followed probably by Toyota and Nissan. I hate to say it, like I said, the United States, our Congress are so fixated on stuff that really doesn't matter to the average person. If they would get their head out of their asses and do their job and approve a framework for a blockchain, we won't be losing business. I mean, London is actually the fintech capital. It's replaced San Francisco. But our Congress people are too stupid to know that. Even the Congress, I won't give any names, even the Congress people or a person that represents San Francisco, that person is just an idiot. I mean, whatever, has no idea what's happening in her hometown. I hate to say that. I mean, if you've been to San Francisco, you've probably seen how the city has really deteriorated, drugs and everything, hypodermic needles. It's sad. Homelessness, I mean, a lot needs to be done. It's not being done. And companies are leaving, going to other places, other countries. But, I mean, Congress needs a kick in the ass. I'm sorry. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat or independent. Overall, they need a kick in the ass on both sides, if you ask me. We're talking about electric vehicles here in this, ride sharing, a bunch of factors, scenarios that are going to come into play with blockchain. And we're talking about another website right here, techstartups.com, which is really good. I look at this website from time to time. It talks about your mechanic and auto repair and blockchain, how your mechanic can be used in blockchain in the near future. It's going to happen. Similar to diagnostics. I mean, I remember back in the day, I used to have a 69 Chevelle. In the older cars, they were easy to work on, but you didn't have all the diagnostic equipment and everything. You couldn't go to you didn't have AutoZone back then and Advanced Auto Parts back in the 70s, 80s. I mean, you took it to a mechanic and they looked at it, but now with the computerization and everything, there's more technical aspects involved now in computers in cars. So it's a perfect fit. I mean, it's going to be, limitless what it has. Kind of like the cameras people have in their cars now. 5 years ago, you never saw that. I mean, But I think with blockchain you're going to have that. I know even in blockchain with I would say it's Volkswagen, they were looking at putting it in their cars, so I go through toll roads, so he just deducts the digital asset, whatever digital asset you have, it will deduct that for payment. And autonomous vehicles, we're talking about that here. What's going to go on? It's going to be very interesting. And Volkswagen proof of concept. Here's IOTA blockchain. IOTA, I don't have any yet. It's one of the digital assets I really don't have. I don't have any of all the ones I own. I don't have that. I got Cardano and Tron and all the rest of them, and a bunch of the rest, a lot. Holochain, Apollo. But this talks about IOTA and Volkswagen. Volkswagen seems to have his act together. They see where it's going. And a lot of people, it's going to be, I hate to say it, compared to American vehicles and foreign cars, there's a lot of people going to, that want break-in technology, state of the art. They may look to the foreign cars, something that Detroit has to take in consideration and be more observant of what's going on. All right, that's what we have about the auto sector. Now I'm in Surfside Beach. I was at AutoZone. Excuse me, Advanced Auto Parts in Surfside Beach, and that's where I live at. And we'll go look at actually some property that we have here in Surfside, which is the south of Myrtle Beach, actually. And we'll go to the hothomemarkets.com and to coastalcarolina.life.com, which is my local real estate website for the Coastal Carolinas. And what I'm going to do is go to the Grand Strand area. It is really dead down here in Myrtle Beach right now. Not a lot of people hanging out. Actually, I'm going to attend Roof tonight. Tin Roof is kind of like the House of Blues. They're throughout the United States. They have a Motley Crue tribute band tonight. So I'm going to check that out. That's all that's going on, really. It's been dead here the whole week. Get ready to head to Las Vegas in a couple of weeks, though. I always love going to Vegas this time of year. It's cheap time to go, for the most part. We'll go to MLS right here, and we'll pull up my zip code. 29. I haven't been up here in a while. 29575, which is Myrtle Beach, Surfside Beach. It's the same. Well, sometimes they use the same zip code. But in Surfside Beach area, you can see we have some mobile homes around here. If you're looking for mobile homes, a lot of people have these. A lot of rent. The thing about mobile homes in this area, it's a lot of rent. You need to make sure. I went down to Daytona Beach last year. I was going to buy a mobile home, a nice mobile home for $14,000. I get down there, the lot of rent's like $600. So I turned around and drove back home the next day. So I was like, okay, I should have researched that more, but really look at the lot rent, especially at the coast. Sometimes they can up it. Even in Florida, too, if you're buying in Florida, it's the lot rent you're going to pay for. And I guess part of your like your HOA fees and so forth. But also, here in Surfside Beach, we have moderate homes right here, condos, $265,000. $415,000, 5-bedroom. More of your ocean front around the ocean. The ocean front's about 4 miles long here. We have Garden City Beach, Myrtle's Inlet to the south, Myrtle Beach State Park to the north, and then the city of Myrtle Beach. And I used to live here. This is $139,000, and this actually is a not bad, actually. I didn't have 3 beds. I had 2 beds. That's actually not bad because these are condos on Highway 17 bypass. But as you can see, variety of homes in this area. This is around my neighborhood right here. And we have a variety of stuff here. Like I said, if you want a mobile home, we have that. If you want a condo, we have that. If you want a basic style house, $234,000. These are brand new homes, new construction in my neighborhood as well. Beach houses, you're going to pay more because they're on the beach. It depends on what you like. Some people like, you are going to pay more for insurance. Wind insurance is going to be high for hurricanes, flood insurance. It's going to be higher if you're at the beach in your evacuation zone A right here. Here's inland. Here you'd be evacuation zone B. C would be west of the Intercoastal Waterway. Some people like living right at the beach. If you're really, really wealthy. But, I live like a couple of blocks right behind here. I can walk to the beach or just drive right over and park And I see it's the same order these people right here. See, I'm not paying this kind of money, but it's a good area here. I mean, it's a variety, depending on what you want. If you, like I said, if you want that beach house, you can buy it. A lot of people rent them out. Um, a lot of snowbirds here from the Northeast this time of year. Also, it's warmer. It's like 70 degrees here for the next week, which is about like it is in Florida, actually. So we've got some warm weather down here, but still not a lot of people down here right now. And this is what we have in Surfside Beach. All right, I do appreciate everything. Be sure to look at the link and get a Ledger NOS. When that next bull market happens, you want to keep everything safe. Ledger is the best thing to have. It's in the description. Any questions, Breaking the Chain USA at gmail.com. Real estate, American Real Estate REF at gmail.com. All right, everybody have a great weekend, and I will talk with you later. Thank you so much.